breaking news. It really is, I can promise you that. And, well, the question is, how much are you willing to go heavy into something that can fly across the sky, or did fly across the sky, because that is no longer the case. So today, we prepare for takeoff with the new LEGO Concorde set. The LEGO group today unveils a set that is sure to reach new heights, the LEGO Concorde set. Arguably one of the most iconic and famous aircraft in history, the Concorde could cruise twice as fast as the speed of sound. An engineering masterpiece, the Concorde now comes in LEGO brick form. Built in the 1960s as part of a joint venture between the UK and France, the Concorde was the first supersonic passenger-carrying commercial aircraft. This 2083-piece set is an accurate scale model of the airplane that can be showcased in the home using the display stand, which we've seen before, allowing the possibility to pose the brick plane either in flight mode or tilted mode for takeoff and landing. The set is also rich in detail with removable roof to show the opulent cabin interior, landing gear, as well as the nose and visor tilts. So this is an 18+ set because it is an icon set. The price tag that you're going to have to pay is €200, 200 USD. Again, 2,083 pieces. 10318 is the set number. The height of this thing is about 6 inches. The length is about 41 inches. So it's a hefty baby. It's kind of like the space shuttle. And the width of this thing is 17 inches. But you have to realize the majority of that is wing, not fuselage. So it is available for VIPs. We're not going to go over if you're not a VIP. Anyway, so it's available for VIPs September 4th and September 7th for everyone else. Again, it's free. Just do it. However, I am intrigued by this thing. I had an opportunity to look over all the photos, all the press photos and stuff like that, the design photos, the photos of people, one of the build people, the designers. That's what I was looking for, not the build people. The designers actually, holding it, posing for photos as if they were putting it together, which honestly, they're really not. But I have a very sweet spot for this. The cool thing about it is an adjustable aircraft, or was before the project was kiboshed and no longer around. I'm somebody that enjoys simulation games. I love flight simulation. I play a bunch of flight simulation and I do a lot of race simulation stuff. This was one of my favorite aircraft to use. And it's a stupid long flight. You're sitting behind a computer and you're flying and stuff, but there's something cathartic about it. You're relaxed, you're chilled out, you're enjoying it. You're following a flight plan, you're doing all this, and then the landing is obviously the final piece after takeoff. You've got all these switches and stuff like that. But I can't wait to have this and just display it because, again, it's all about what you love. I mean, isn't it about what you love, your passion, the part of Lego where you're like, oh my God, I need this because of this or that or the other. So one of the really cool things that I am a fan of, if you didn't know this, I knew this because this is one of my favorite aircraft of all time, commercial wise. The nose on this thing tilts. And they full on displayed that here. So I am a big fan of, I don't know exactly how they did it. I'll be curious to see on the final build how they managed to go about it. But they also have the landing gear that retracts and comes out when you're landing. You want to set it up like that. You want to set it up like it's taken off with the landing gear down and stuff like that. You have your flaps and stuff that are moving. There's so much to this. As an aviation person, anybody that may be in aviation or maybe flew this that's a LEGO fan or knew somebody that flew this, it's a really cool project. But here's my concern. I don't honestly see this captivating a lot of people. I can see this sitting on a shelf on sale in another year. People are going to look at it and be like, oh yeah, it's really cool. But it doesn't fit a space theme. There are no other commercial aircraft that they've done. So where does it fit? Maybe you're like, you know what? I like flying stuff. I got the space stuff, with the shuttle and everything. You got the Saturn V rocket. I'm going to add this. It's a classic aircraft. It's, retired. It's retired not for a good reason, though. So I'm curious. First off, how did they come to the decision to choose this? And then second, what were the projections that they thought, oh yeah, this is going to do great? And I'm not knocking it. That's not the case at all. I'm just very curious to see what kind of builder, casual fan, the diehards of icons that are FOMO, that are going to collect everything so they have it. Yeah, they're all in. But what is the allure to pick this up as a casual fan? To be able to display it? I don't know. And I already gave you the dimensions, so it's not tiny. But if you're somebody that is like, you know what, I have to have this, I want to know why. Shoot me an email. Shoot me a message on social media. I'd love to understand why. So that is your Concorde aircraft, or depending on where you're at in Concorde, that is your Concorde aircraft, your Concorde Airbus. Big, beautiful, flying supersonic beast that flew across the Atlantic like nobody's business. And again, the transformation of this thing on like a flight sim is so cool. The first few times you do it, after that, you're like, oh, it's standard business. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are at cruising altitude and we're going to be flying Mach whatever. So that's going to wrap up this breaking news segment. I'll talk to you guys next time.